everybody, this is Jason with Breaking Waves here with another unboxing and initial test review of this tiny little portable speaker called the Might Dwarf. It's not like your average portable speakers. It actually works off the vibration of the surfaces you set it on. How well does it work? Let's find out. Alright, so here we have the two products. We have the Might Dwarf 5-watt version, and then we have the Might Dwarf 26-watt version. Difference between these two is this one is portable, this one is not. This one requires an AC outlet at all times. I'm going to get onto unboxing this one. Now, these are both purchased from fadzone.com. I'll put a link below. And they're a Canadian company, and they're one of the few that ships to the US. So that's where you would get it if you are interested in this little speaker. So here we have just, you know, your cables. You got your USB cable to a USB mini, as well as the auxiliary jack. And here we have the 5-watt portable. Now it is, let me focus here for a second. It is pretty small, you know, it's about the size of my hand, a little bit smaller, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it, which is great. Now, if we look over here real quick, we have the USB port for the sound, and right below it is actually a micro SD slot. You can actually play without an MP3 player. So, I mean, you can just slot one of those things in, have this be on its own. Now, over here, we got the controls, whether you want to play from the SD slot or just a speaker. And then we have the controls, front, back, pause, play, volume, and then a little LED light to let you know, whether this thing is on or not. Let's see if we actually have any juice. Looks like we don't, so I'm gonna have to charge this before I can show you. And then right on the bottom here is a little sticky pad, and what this is you want to stick it to the surface. That way it has the best contact possible and can essentially vibrate the hell out of whatever you sit on so that it becomes a speaker. Now I'm going to put this aside. Okay. So here is the big one. Got a user's manual, and here is the monster AC outlet here, or the AC block. And this, I would assume, is what we need to connect the sound source. And then here is the 26-watt version of the Might Dwarf. Now, let me zoom focus again. It's about the same weight, maybe a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know. We'll do a comparison in a second. And let's see, you have pretty much the plug that receives in the power as well as your sound source. No LED lights on this thing, as well as, I'm guessing, your sticky pad. So, same thing. As you can see here, they're relatively about the same size, not a really whole big difference here. The 26-watt has just a little bit more weight, I feel, but nothing that noticeable. Otherwise, let's give these a little test run and let's see how well they work. Alright, now that I got this juiced up just a little bit so we can play some sounds, I'm going to play a variety here, but this is recorded from the Canon T3i's microphone, so it's not going to sound the best. Eventually I will do a more in-depth review with a better microphone so you guys get an idea of what the sound quality is like. Alright, so let's turn this on here. LED light shines on. Plug this in. And we'll play some dubstep here-ish. I'm actually very impressed. That's actually quite a bit of sound coming from there. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but that is a lot of sound. A lot of bass too, so that's good. Let's play something else here.
We've been together for a while now. We're growing stronger every day now.
Alright. Vocals sound good. Alright, so now we got the 26-watt version here. We got the little control box. Press the power button, as well as you got volume knobs on each side. And I didn't take the plastic covering off of the other one because it sounded just fine without it. But I mean, eventually I will. So I will take this one off, since this one is going to have a lot more power to it, so it's probably going to need a little bit better contact. So we'll play the same songs again, see what this sounds like. Sounds pretty good. The highs sound a little funky. I'm not sure if that's just because it's got too much distortion going in there, but I don't know. Let's go back to a little classical.
This is all. We've been together for a while now. We're growing stronger every day now. It feels so good and there is no doubt I will stay with you.
Not bad. Definitely a lot more sound, and I'm sure this thing could pop out even more. Oh, that's pretty sticky. Yeah, not bad at all, actually. Initially, these things are pretty impressive. For as small as they are, they sure produce quite a bit of sounds in terms of just the initial testing. Now, I know that you probably couldn't hear it terribly well coming from the microphone, the T3i. I will be doing a more in-depth review, hopefully after we get a chance to play with these a little bit more, and I will use a much better microphone set at a specific recording level, and then we can really figure out just how well do these things sound. Now, the price point for the 5 watt, I got it for $69.99 from fatzone.com, and for the 26 watt, it was $79.99. They are a little bit pricey. I would have liked to see something, I don't know, maybe like $50 or so. Just a little bit cheaper, but for what they are, especially for this one being as portable as it is and the sound that it generated just now, I'm pretty impressed. But look forward to a full review, hopefully in a week or two, once I get to play with this one a little bit more and set this one in a couple places. We'll get back to you. Again, if you want to keep up to date with us, just subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and we will hopefully keep bringing you more and more tech reviews like these. So stay tuned.